Hi everyone, this is Laura. I wanted to show you today how I get the bead release out of my beads. First of all, what I like to do is I use the Dremel, and a lot of people use the Dremel, and you just get a nice diamond bit for it. And I like to use a smaller diamond bit so that I can use it in a wide variety of bead holes. This is the stand that you can get. I ended up buying mine at Home Depot. I'm sure you can buy it at other places, but it works really well. You can get through a lot of beads quickly, and it really is a hand saver. Your hands don't get crampy from holding the Dremel for too long. So if you're in a production mode and you're doing a lot of beads, this might not be a bad idea to get the stand. I'm just going to cover it up real quickly with a little cloth to keep everything dry. And I'm going to use a container of water here underneath, just so that you can keep your diamond bit nice and wet, and that's going to keep it cool while you're working on your beads. If it gets too hot, of course your bead's going to crack. We don't want that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, this is just a normal 1/16 inch mandrel that I put some beads on, and first thing I want to do is just get them off. I found that if you just give them a good twist, that they come off pretty easily. I started using the Fusion Bead Release from France Art Glass, and it's a little tougher, but it has a lot of benefit. I ended up getting a lot of cracking when I was using the Foster Fire bead release, and I just wanted something that was a little tougher, but it does make it tougher to get off of the mandrels, so I guess it's just a give and take, whatever you need for your production work. I happen to like this. Okay, so we just have the bead release that we need to clean out of the center of the bead. So what I'm going to do is use my Dremel, and I like to keep it on 10 RPMs. Seems to be a good, it's not too fast, not too slow, just right. So I'm going to give that a turn on and see what happens. First I'm going to get the bead wet. And I just put that right in the center of the bead hole there, and I'm going to give it a little twist. So just a little twist back and forth. You can see that release starting to come out of there. I'm going to flip it over, just turn it upside down, put it back on, and give it another little twist. Give it a little dip. See how it looks? That looks pretty good. So I'm just going to put that in I've got a little soapy bath going on over here to clean the beads out with. I always like to clean them in soap, and then I'll clean them in clear water after that. So if you have a larger bead, let's say you do some beads that are bigger than what you normally would, you can still do these on here. Just have to be a little more careful. It takes a little more finesse to make sure you get all of the release out. So again, I'm going to get it wet. And I'm going to go in a circular motion, trying to keep it very level so that I keep the area very level inside. I don't want to make any grooves or have any low spots. So I'm going to give it a wash, flip it over. Give it a little wash. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to put that in the bath. This one's a little bit bigger, and so it has a bigger hole, and it's a lot longer. So it's going to be hard to get into that center part of the hole. So what I do is I, again, get it wet. And I'm going to kind of do a circular motion just around there. You can kind of see that bead release coming out the bottom there. Give it a little swish, flip it over. Okay, now we got both ends of it pretty clean, but I can still see that there's some bead release stuck down in that center where that bit isn't going to be able to reach to. So I'm going to show you a little trick. Couple different things. This is the way I first started. I would take a mascara wand. I found this was a great size for, you know, the size of a hole. So what I would do is just clean out that mascara wand really well, get it wet, and then it just fits right inside there. And you can just kind of work it all the way around and get all that extra bead release out of that center. Give it a little swish. Take a peek, and it looks, from what I can see, it looks pretty clean. So I'll put that in the soapy bath. And what if you have a really long bead? You know, we always like to make those long focal beads. Those are really hard to get cleaned out. For these, I learned another trick. Can't remember who taught me, but learned another trick where you just get the mandrel wet, the same size mandrel that you used, and I'm going to dip that into this bag of pumice I have. It's a silicon carbide pumice, and I bought this from hisglassworks.com, and it works really well. It's a 4F grid if anybody's interested. So what I'm going to do is just place that inside there, and the water and that carbide is going to make a slurry on that mandrel. And that slurry, combined with a little friction, you just keep turning it, we'll get at that center and get that really clean. I know a lot of people that just clean their beads this way, and it works pretty well. It's pretty slick. So I'm just going to get that cleaned out. Take a peek. And it looks pretty good. So that goes into the bath. So I just give them a quick swish in the soapy water. And I take those and put them into the clean water. Give them a little swish. And just set those out here. And I'll just set them out there to dry. You can just put them on a paper towel or clean cloth, whatever you like to use, to let them air dry. And get them all dried up, get them strung, and they're ready to go. So hope you liked it. Thanks. Have fun. Bye.